Hi, it's me, Justin, here back with another episode of CNT. This week, I'm interviewing Cubs number 27 prospect, Jack Patterson.
Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. This is really excited.
I'm excited for you to be on here, so let's hop right into it. The first question is, what is your biggest motivation?
I'd say my biggest motivation now is, just trying to get to the big leagues and get an opportunity. Obviously, growing up, my biggest motivation as a baseball player was to get drafted and have this opportunity, and I'm kind of trying to fulfill that out right now. I'd say my biggest motivator would definitely be my father. I think, he's the reason I am playing baseball, and he's the reason I still play today. He's the reason I work so hard. So he's played a really crucial role in my whole baseball career and in my life. So
That's super cool. I interviewed Cole Reuter, and he talked about always just need one person in your corner, which I kind of agree with. So it's super cool that you have that.
Yeah, no, Cole's an awesome dude. Can't wait to see him next year for the season.
So next question is, if you could tell your 10-year-old self something, what would it be?
If I could tell my 10-year-old self something, I think it would definitely just be when it comes to baseball, kind of learn to handle the highs and lows of the game a little bit better. I think it's something I'm still learning to do now, and I'm 25 years old, but I think when I was a lot younger playing baseball, I would get, if something good happened, I would get really excited about it. But, if I went 0 for 4 or had a tough day on the mound, I would get really down about it. And I think that's one of the most important parts about, playing baseball or anything in life, is just kind of staying on an even keel and not getting too high and not getting too low. And if I could go back and tell my 10-year-old self that, I think it would have helped a lot.
That's very cool. I definitely fully agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's really important when it comes to baseball.
Yeah, so, I started this podcast out of my love for baseball and collecting cards. So, did you collect baseball cards as a kid?
Oh, yeah, I love to collect cards. I would collect them with my dad. I remember, growing up, we were Mets fans. So we would always go down to Port St. Lucie, Florida, for spring training, and I remember I would, try and collect all the cards of the current Met players, and then I would try and get them to sign my cards and everything, and get balls autographed, try to get pictures taken with them. So yeah, I definitely collected cards when I was a kid, and I know my mom still has them all at our house. She didn't throw anything away, so we still have all those autographs and all those cards, which is cool to still have.
That's super cool. I kind of do the same thing. I'm always trying to collect Cubs cards for when I go to Cubs games. I also collect a lot of Mariners cards because I go to a lot of Mariners games since I live out in Washington.
What's your favorite card that you have?
My favorite card that I have, I have a kind of a tie. I really like I have a Chris Bryant autograph because he's my favorite player from the 2016 team. And then I also really like my Brendan Davis auto because I bought it off of eBay, and I had already interviewed him at the time, so I asked if he could confirm that it was real so I didn't get scammed, which he did because Brendan's a super nice guy, and so he did confirm that it was real.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, Brendan's the man. Love that dude.
I'm a huge fan of him. I've been trying to find a Cole Reuter auto, but I have yet to find one at a price I can afford. But I did trade for one that was numbered out of 100 of him.
Oh, wow. So you got that one?
Yeah. I keep that one in a special place as well.
As you should, yeah. Those are going to be 2 really good big leaguers one day.
I hope so. I mean, I've been following a lot of the Cubs minor league players a lot, and so I'm very excited to see a lot of you and a lot of other guys get called up in a few years.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We'll see. Just hope we can get back to baseball next year. That's the main priority.
Yep, I agree. So what pitches do you throw?
I throw a four-seam fastball, more of like a sinker, two-seam fastball. I throw a slider. I throw a curveball. I'm working on, making it a knuckle curve right now. It's something I just started doing last spring training, and so it's something I'm still trying to work on and get fully comfortable with. And then I'll throw a changeup too from time to time. So those 5 pitches.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
What is something that you hope to overcome in your career?
Something I hope to overcome in my career, I would just, overcoming that negative mindset and like that kind of feeling of uncertainty, because being a baseball player and being a minor leaguer, obviously there's a lot of unknown when it comes to our career and what the next step is. So I think just kind of overcoming that mindset of uncertainty and negative thinking, and just kind of control what you can control and take everything day by day and be where your feet are. I think that's going to help me a lot. Progress in my baseball career, and then ultimately it's gonna help, just in my life. So I would say that.
Yeah, I fully agree. That's a very good take on that.
Yeah.
How has the shutdown affected you as a player?
Well, I mean, for beginners, it's definitely affected all of us because we weren't able to have a season and whatnot. For me, it was tough, especially at the beginning of the shutdown. I'm from Connecticut, and we really shut the whole state down, so I wasn't able to go work out in gyms or do any of that. So I think, just kind of staying in shape and keeping my arm healthy was something that I struggled with a little bit, just because I was working out of a garage. A lot of days I didn't have anyone to throw with. And, but at the end of the day, a lot of people were in the same boat as me, and this is something we're all dealing with. And, just hopefully we won't ever have to go through this again, and hopefully we can get back to some baseball next year.
I fully agree, yeah. I actually really miss minor league games, because I always like to watch them. If, the Cubs weren't playing and there wasn't an MLB game I was too interested in, I want to watch a minor league game if I could, scout out some of the young studs, see if I could find someone who's going to be good before they make it to the majors and start following them. I also like going to the Aqua Sox games, because they're about 15 minutes away, and those are always a fun time for me.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I've had a couple buddies actually play on the Aqua Sox over the years. So I'm very familiar with that ball club.
I'm actually a huge Aqua Sox fan and have been. They actually sponsored my podcast for 2020.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So
good for you, man.
Yeah. So I'm a really big Aqua Sox fan, and I was before they sponsored me. I've always had fun going to their games.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, minor league baseball, those games are a really good experience. I remember growing up, I would always go to the New Britain Rockcats game in Connecticut. They were affiliated with the Twins, and I used to love going to all those games. And it's a really good experience. It's a lot different than going to a major league game, but it's still very cool in its own.
Yeah, I fully agree. I really like the minor league system that the MLB has.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just, I miss it a lot, and I'm sure we all do. And, just can't wait to play again with fans in the stands and stuff. And just really excited to get back to it.
I agree. So what are your 2021 goals?
2021 goals. I mean, obviously just to stay healthy and keep working hard. And, the main goal is to obviously get to the big leagues and get that opportunity. But, like I said before, it's kind of something that's really out of my control. So I just want to keep working hard and stay healthy and just kind of give myself the best opportunity that I possibly can to set myself up for success next year. And that's the main goal right now, just getting ready and working hard.
Yeah, I fully agree. I'm very excited to get to see you and watch you when you get your chance in the majors.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Working hard to get there.
I'm excited to see you get there.
Thank you.
If you weren't playing baseball, what would you be doing?
Oh, if I wasn't playing baseball, what would I be doing? Well, I love to golf. I wish I was a lot better. That'd be a fun sport to be really good at and do professionally, but I'm not very good at golf, so can't do that. Honestly, I have such a passion for baseball and sports, so it's hard to even think about what I'd be doing outside of baseball because, when that day comes when I can no longer, play the game, I want to stay in it, and whatever capacity that may be. I'd love to coach. So it's really hard for me to say because I don't think I ever want to leave the game of baseball.
Yeah, I totally connect with that. I mean, I've always loved baseball. It's always been my favorite sport. And, at this point in my life, I don't want a career anywhere but in baseball.
Yeah, I'm with you there, brother. That's just want it to be baseball. The best sport in the world.
I fully agree with that. Next question is, do you follow other sports? And if you do, what sports and what teams do you support?
I'm from Connecticut, and all my friends and stuff grew up Patriots and Red Sox fans, but I was actually a big New York sports fan. So I'm a huge Giants fan, first place as of right now. So go Giants. When I was a little kid, I was my dad and I were Met fans, and then I'm a big golf fan too. I would say my favorite golfer is Phil Mickelson, just because we're both lefties. But I love Tiger obviously too. But yeah, just really big New York Giants fans. Happy to see him in first place right now, and hoping we can win the division. We'll see.
I feel like you guys have one of the better chances to win that division.
I know, it's just the division's so bad that it's whoever can hold out the longest, and if we just got to win a couple more games, we might be able to do it.
I agree with that.
Are you a Seahawks fan?
I'm more of a Bears fan, but the Seahawks are my second favorite team.
Okay, Bears, yeah. All right.
I was very hopeful when the season started at 5-1, but
I was too with the Giants, and yeah. Bears are struggling. They've lost, 5 in a row or something?
Yeah, we started out 5-1 and now 5-6.
Yeah.
It's
a long season, though. They can turn around. You never know.
Yeah, they could. They could. The last question I have here is, what do you want out of your baseball career?
Say that again?
What do you want out of your baseball career?
What do I want out? Main thing is to try and make the big leagues and keep playing as long as I can. But baseball already has given me so much in the short time that I've been with the Cubs. You met a lot of great people. You build a lot of great connections, and ultimately the goal for me is to just keep playing as long as I can. I love this game so much, and I would give anything to one day be able to wake up and walk into Wrigley and call it my office. So that's the main thing to try and get out of my baseball career. So we'll see, but yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, I totally get that. Wrigley's a great field, and I can't wait to see you be able to call that place your office.
Yeah, I would love to. I've actually never been to Wrigley, so I'm hoping that the first time I get to go is as a Chicago Cub. So we'll see. Working hard for it.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the podcast. It really does mean a lot to me.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to watch you throughout your career.
Yeah, that's awesome, man, and I can't wait to follow and see what happens with Cards and Talks. It's an honor to be asked to come on the podcast, and let me know if you ever want me to come back on. It was a lot of fun.
Will do. Thank you so much. I had a great time. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem, Justin. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you all for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Make sure to like and subscribe.